Laurelle, what are the crystals that are especially good for aging people?
Well, there's a lot of stones that work for aging people because we all present with such different things. But some things that come to mind immediately are copper minerals. Copper minerals are really great for reducing swelling. So there's a lot of minerals that have a copper base. One of them is malachite. And malachite has these beautiful patterns on it. And anytime there's a stone with patterns on it, it's indicating to us that this stone is going to help us with repatterning in some way. So it's good for inflammation in the body, but it also helps us to repattern the way we receive love, our personal empowerment, and how to sort of marry the lower chakra energies with the upper chakra energies. So much of loving ourselves is having the boundaries to say yes or no to what we do and don't want. And this stone is going to be really helpful for that. And turquoise, also a really great crystal that is based, copper is the main mineral component of it. Turquoise, which a lot of people have rings of, really great for arthritis.
That's wonderful to know.
Yeah.
Because we love to wear that.
Yes, and wearing, if you have arthritis, wearing either turquoise or garnets as well, really helpful for arthritic conditions. You'll see a lot of times people will wear a turquoise bracelet or ring or a malachite bracelet or a copper bracelet. That's because all of these copper minerals help to really reduce swelling in the body, which is the number one issue in regards to healing, is reducing inflammation, and these are great.
I have a lot of that jewelry, the turquoise.
And everybody can easily go to their drawer and say, oh, I have an older garnet ring. This is a beautiful example of an Art Deco piece, and a lot of these Art Deco pieces had garnets or jet or onyx in them, and all of them have healing properties if we use them with intention. So we can just go and grab one of these and help our arthritis at the same time.
Do we say something to that ring and say, I want you to make my finger better?
Well, simply, yes, you can.
You can.
But simply through intending it, going to the jewelry drawer, pulling out the ring and putting it on, you're intending to use it for helping with arthritis. So where intention goes, energy flows. And just by intending it, we can start to work with it. But we can also work with it more consciously and say, okay, I'm putting you on to help me with my arthritis. I'm going to wear you every day. Any assistance that you can give me with any inflammation in my body is most appreciated. And you can say that little mantra or phrase every day as you put the ring on to reset in that intention. But it's not necessary. Just by picking it up and putting it on with that purpose, it is done.
Terrific. Now, what about the next one?
Well, since we talked about garnets a little bit, garnets come in all different colors and can be good for a lot of different things. They're all going to be really great with grounding and structure and security. They can help us if we're having trouble with our legs to really bring us back down into our body more physically, which helps the legs energetically and physically. So the red's really good for, all the garnets are really good for so many things. It's one of those stones that does a lot.
Arthritis.
But it's really good for arthritis and grounding. The orange and the red really good for activating our life force. The green really great for reminding us that we have all that we need, and coming into more of an abundance consciousness, letting go of some of the older thought ideas of not having enough, which can be very challenging as we get older. These help us to shift our attitude and bring us into a place of being open to receive more.
And maybe stop being a hoarder.
Well, Yes, that can be
Well-
dangerous with crystals because they're so beautiful. We always want more.
well, or you could change from being, hoarding lots of magazines,
Right.
or pocket books or shoes,
To having more healing properties
How
around
about
you.
that?
Yeah.
If you can't stop being a hoarder, hoard better things.
I like that idea.
I like it.
And I want to go back to the turquoise just because the turquoise is also really good for cataracts.
I see.
And also calcites. Calcites are really good for the eyes. Calcites in general, and these are all calcites. This is optical
I
calcite.
love that one.
And green and blue.
Mhm.
They're great for getting movement and flow going where there's been any sort of stagnation. But also these optical
This is-
calcite.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's naturally occurring. Raw
This
blue
is just
calcite.
beautiful.
And the clear calcites are especially good for bringing clarity
Yes.
of purpose, but also clarity of sight. So very good for cataracts, as mentioned. And it's so easy to use these. You can either put a piece right by your eyes or next to your eyes. You can put a piece right on the eye itself if it's not too heavy for you, and you could lay these stones on your body for 5 or 10 minutes or so, or whatever feels comfortable to you. You don't want to get too buzzy or feel funny, but just a few minutes sometimes is enough to really get some healing going through the body. So you can put these stones on different places of your body to bring in healing.
Wonderful. Now, is that it here?
Well, there's so many that are good for aging and the elderly and caregiving. It would take a much longer time to go over everything.
Well, if you were a caregiver to an older person, it would be pretty easy to help that person adjust these things on their bodies and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
If they had simple directions.
Yes, and you can even just place them on next to the bed to assist someone to feel better while they're going through any sort of convalescence. Ruby,
Yes.
in fact, is really great for convalescence.